to deepen your personal practice, learning about the principles, this program might be for you. And if you want to chat about it, talk to me after class or literally any of the other instructors in the studio. We've all done access, so you're more than welcome to talk to us. You know, we're always happy to chat. All right, that's it. Let's move. Child's pose. Take your knees out wide, fingertips up to the head of your mat. Take a nice full breath in. Sigh it out. Take a deep inhale. Blow it out on the exhale. Keep deepening your breath like this. Make noise. Make it so that you can hear your inhales and definitely hear your exhales on the way out. Part of this practice is not only about the expression of the physical practice, the poses that you make with your body, a lot of it has to do with the breath. And I find that if I lead my own practice with a really loud breath, it helps me tie in the shape that your body's creating to the way that your breath moves. See if you can continue to make a breath that leads your practice today. On your next inhale, come to downward facing dog. Now let's start to marry all that breath with movement. Take a deep inhale, big loud breath. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, come up high on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Big breath in, high on the tippy toes. Last time, bend your knees. Walk your feet all the way up to the head of your mat. Let's take a halfway lift. Big breath in, long spine. Ragdoll, let your head drop down. Look to pull the pit of your belly up. Big C-shaped spine here. Press your heels into the mat. Now press the ball mounds of your big toes into the mat, the knuckle of it, and look to hug the arch of your feet up. See if you can press so hard that you can pull that center of your feet up. Press, 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 and roll all the way up to standing. That's it. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to start class this morning with 3 ohms. Take a breath in. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe out the whole way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. That's it. 2 more times. In and out. Last one. Big breath in. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold. Extended mountain. Drishti to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Set your eyes to one spot. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog into downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. 2 more times. Last one. Inhale, high on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop. Halfway lift, forward fold. Extended mountain. Inhale, stretch through your fingertips, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Start to feel your body move, finding the tapas, the flow of the practice now. I meant vinyasa, but very close. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Blow the air back out. 3 breaths. Now look for the tapas. That's the heat that you build. 2 more times. And out. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Look to your hands. Hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. One more time. Reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Let's do 1 breath this time. Inhale. Blow the air out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Nice and low. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior 1. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Press down through your big toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big sigh here. Inhale. Blow the air out on your exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Spread your fingers. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior 1. Look for the pause in the pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Flow straight in. Wait. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And into downward facing dog. That's it. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Stay 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Press through the outsides of your feet. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior 1. Let the pose land. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Look through your hands. Chaturanga. Up dog. And into down dog. That's it. What do you guys say? Let's move on to flip dog. Bring your right leg up into the air. Bend your top knee, open your hip. I love the side body stretch here. Plant your fingertips. Flip dog. Breathe here in flip dog. Use the breath to start expanding the pose. Build the pose by using your breath. On each inhale, stretch out through your right fingertips. See if there's any more space that you can create here. Reach, reach, reach for this last breath in. Exhale, come back over, high plank, and into side plank. Now, here in side plank, focus on lifting the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. This is going to tuck your tail underneath of yourself and fully engage your core, which you got to use here to lift up on this last breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Let's go left side. Bring your left leg up into the air. Bend your top knee. Open up your hip. Get the full extent of your stretch. Now flip dog. Yeah, you're good. Bring it over here. Take a cactus arm in your left hand. I love this for starting to work my left shoulder open, because as you're here, you can see, okay, can I draw my elbow out 1 more inch to the side? Can I twist my chest open 1 more inch towards the ceiling? Last breath, stay for it. Then come back over, high plank. Side. Nice job. When you find the lift from in the front of your pelvis, focus on the press down, pressing through your bottom palm to reach up through your top hand. It's this balance of effort and ease, the effort of pressing down to the ease of lifting up. Last breath, inhale, chaturanga, both hands down. Upward facing dog and into downward facing dog. Take a breath in and sigh. One more time. Inhale. Sigh or exhale. Right side crescent lunge. Nicely done. All right. Front foot out. 3 more inches in front of you. And I always say this because the front foot has to be further than what you think it is in order for you to really be able to get up onto this back foot and stack, lift straight up to the ceiling. Fingertips up. Now see if you've got more depth to find in this pose. I guarantee that you can bring your hips down 1 inch lower towards the mat. That's it. Now, engage your low belly, just like we did in our side plank. This is going to give you the support to lift through your fingertips. See if you can press down, lift up 1 more time. Bring your hands to heart center, twist to the right. Now, this twist is really all about your low belly, supporting the pose. Open up your arms here. Oftentimes what I do is I instead depend on my hands being at heart center instead of using my core muscles to lift my chest towards the ceiling. See what happens if you reach that top palm open 1 inch higher. Use your low belly to support. Last breath here. On your inhale, rise up, crescent lunge into warrior 2. Nice job. Get low here in your warrior 2. This pose is all about tapas. Yeah, I can tell Mike's already found the tapas. A few of you guys have. When you have to straighten that front leg and then come back down into the pose, I know you found some extra heat here. Each time that you come down, see if you've got 1 inch lower to go in the lunge. Okay, you have it. Last breath. Extended side angle. Nice job. Reach your top hand over the front of your mat. Look for a quality of ease here. There's a lot of effort that you've already put forth into the class, so make something easy here in this pose. Last breath. Inhale. Chaturanga, both hands to the mat on your exhale. Up dog, you breathe in. Down dog, blow the air out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Left side crescent lunge. That's it. Straight into the work of the practice. Sit your hips 3 inches lower. Use the back side of your front thigh to hold you up in the lunge instead of your quads, so the top side of your thigh. Get down here 1 more inch lower. Now, bring both hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Go for the open arms here. What I want you to focus on are your right ribs. Focus on inflating them with each breath in. It's going to help you twist open towards the ceiling because you're creating new space here. Support it with your low belly hugging up and in. Last time, stay for the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Breathe in, rise up, crescent lunge into warrior 2. I promise I won't keep you here as long as I did last side, okay? So come down 2 inches lower into the lunge. Yeah, you have this. 1 more extended side angle. I only say that because extended side angle gets so much better here the deeper that you can go into the lunge. That's it. Reach your top hand above your head towards the front of your mat. Look for that long stretch from your back foot all the way up to your middle finger. Take a breath in. Blow that, hands down to the mat. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. In and out. 1 more time. Inhale. Blow the air out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Round 1. We're not going to twist on this first side. Focus on lifting the front of your pelvis up. When I say this, I mean tucking your tailbone underneath of yourself. The default here in chair is to either poke your butt out and sway your back or to hunch it like this. Look for a long, straight spine from your hips all the way to your fingertips. That's it. Hug your front ribs together. Fold. Bring your feet out to the edges of the mat. Tuck your pointer fingers around your big toes and let your head hang down. That's it. You can sway right to left here. Sometimes that feels good. Chair. Second set, here you go. Sit down nice and low. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Go for open arms here. See if you can't reach that top palm up towards the ceiling. With each breath, on your exhale, sit down through your hips. Bring them 1 inch lower. And then inhale, reach up through your chest so that your heart is always higher than your hips. See if you've got 2 more inches to sit down. 1 more inch to lift up through your chest. Last breath, inhale, rise up, chair pose. Hands to heart center, twist left. Oh, I know. Shorter breaths here. That's it. 3 breaths. Each time, inhale, twist up to the ceiling. 2 more. Last one, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Forward fold. Bring your feet out to the edges of your mats. Tuck your palms underneath your toes and let your head drop down. Bend your knees and let your chest fall towards your thighs. Let your head drop down. Find ease. Crow, or any other version of crow, goddess squat, headstands, handstands, whatever works for you here. That's it. Bend your elbows deep in the crow pose so that you provide a really nice shelf for your knees. That's it. Hug for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. That's it. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Down dog. Exhale. Take a big breath in. Blow the air out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Take right side eagle. So as you know here, or you may not know, eagle can be accomplished either standing on your mat, which is usually traditionally what you see. Ray's got a version here where you're lying on your back. We call that supine eagle. And Damien's also using in the assist of a wall. There are lots of awesome options to use here. Focus on pulling your shoulders back. Sit down 1 inch lower in that bottom leg. Swap sides. Left arm under, left leg over. No matter which form of this pose you're using, drishti is one of the foundational principles. You'll have to put your gaze to one point, preferably something that's not moving. And every time your mind wanders, you start to fall out of the pose, bring your eyes back to this spot. Drishti is not just your gaze, it's your attention and your focus. Right side, right arm under, right leg over. Now you already got to feel what this pose felt like the first time around. So now start pushing the edges. Okay, can I sit a little bit deeper? Press down through the ball mound of your big toe. The more you ingrain that toe into the mat, the easier this pose is, I promise. Swap sides. I saw a lot of really good adjustments with that one. Left arm under, left leg over. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step out. We're going to go for right side standing leg raise. So grab for your right knee or go for your toes, whichever works here. That's it. Don't worry. Yeah, you can do this leg on the mat or against the wall. All of these options are available to you. And guess what? No matter which version of the pose you want to take, you're going to learn something new about the pose today because your body is new. Flex your foot, the raised one. Bring your drishti over your left hand. Bring your leg out to the right. It's a lot easier if you move your drishti before you move your body. Don't believe me? Bring your eyes back to center. Then bring your leg back to center. And we'll swap sides. So left leg up, standing leg raise. Grab for your knees or go for your toes. Either option works here. Eyes over your right shoulder. Leg out to the left. Press your extended palm towards your drishti point. Bring your eyes back to center. Bring your legs back to center. Bring both feet down to the mat. All right, shake your legs out, and we're going to go for airplane. So right side airplane. Let's do it with your fingertips interlaced today, actually. Interlace your hands right behind your back. You can also use a strap for this, and then go for airplane. The point of interlacing your fingers here is to get length out of the pose. It's going to help you integrate your shoulders on your back, and then also help press out through your heel and reach forwards through the crown of your head. Create space. Now, I have a challenge for you. See if you can keep your fingers interlaced while slowly moving to half moon. This is going to take all your core muscles to do it. Yeah, that's it. Nice and slow here. See if you can get over to the half moon. One big breath. Oh, you guys are doing really well. And both feet down. All right, shake your legs out, and then we'll swap sides. Let's go for left side airplane. So interlace your fingers. Press them down towards your heels. Then step back for airplane. Activate your back leg. Hug skin to muscle to bone. Really flex your hamstring here. Use it to help support the pose. Your back leg essentially steers this whole pose. Now, keeping your fingertips interlaced, see if you can slowly move to half moon. The slower you go here, by the way, the more chance you have of staying upright. I say this as somebody who falls over often in this transition. That's it. One big breath here, and bring both feet down. All right, shake out your legs, and let's go for a right side dancer. Right hand back to your inner ankle, left hand out. Set your drishti point. Now press your palm towards it, your front palm. With the same amount of energy, press back through your raised shin. Create this equal and opposite reaction across your body where your palms reaching forwards and your shins pressing back. Swap sides. Left side dancer. Press down through your ball mound of your big toe. At the knuckle of it until you can feel all of the muscles on your inner leg light up as you press down. Reach out towards the edge of the post for one more breath. And bring your exhale, bring both feet down to the mat. Let's take right side tree pose. We're actually going to do a stretch version of tree pose today. So typically I tell you to bring your foot to either your inner ankle, your inner thigh, but today bring your foot out in front of your thigh. So I'm going to go a little bit closer to the camera so that my friends at home can see what I'm talking about up here. But foot to the outside of your thigh. You're going to have to press your ankle back and then reach forwards, pressing your thigh into your foot. Now, as you stand here, slowly start to bend at your hip and bend at your bottom knee to fold forwards. What you can do here, maybe you can reach the whole way down to the floor. The other alternative is to use a block or two underneath of your hands. This is going to help create a lot more space in this pose for a fold. Usually when I do this, I've got a lot of stretch happening on the outside of my right hip. Yeah, right? Okay, pretty sure you agree. That's good stuff. Hey, you can sigh if you need to. That's it. Let's stay for one more breath. And then we'll swap sides. Bring your foot down. Left side. If you don't have a block, really, I recommend grabbing one, maybe two. Good stuff. And then let's try it on the left side. So ankle to your thigh and slowly fold forwards. Focus on your exhales. Ready for your last breath? Inhale, and on your exhale, bring both feet down to your mat. Come to the head of your mat. Inhale, extended mountain reach up. Fold on your breath out. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, in. Down dog, out. Right side triangle. Take a look at your back foot here. You want to make sure that your heel stays in the same place, but that your back toes are facing just up towards your face. Yeah, like that. So actually, you've got this. Here, bring this foot back about 2 more inches. There you go. Now fold forwards. Here, we're going to put this block on the outside of your ankle. But when you adjust your foot like that, you're actually closing your back hip. So instead of your foot being parallel with the back of your mat, keeping your back toes tucked just in a little bit facing towards your face is going to totally change the angle of your back hip. It changes how your femur connects into your hip. Feel all that new space and new foundation really created. On your next inhale, let's rise to stand and we'll take side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Now, on the fold on this side, take your fingertips, walk them out in front of you, then place your weight back into your heels, letting your head and chest drop down. Bring some softness, a little bit of bend to your knees. Breathe and see all of the space that you can create. Take one more big inhale here. Full exhale. Walk your fingertips over to the front of your mat. We're going to go for half or full splits. Those variations today. So everybody, walk your feet forwards, front heel off the end of your mat. Yeah, I know. You too, Miss Philomena. You're going? All right, good stuff. As long as it gets there in the end. All right, so your front heel is off the end of the mat for the purpose of being able to slide your heel forwards and backwards. When your heel is stuck on the mat, there's just no way that you're going to make your way deeper into the pose, which is why we always cue to have your foot off the end. Now, the most important part of this pose, as some of us know, is pressing back through your left hip crease, right hip crease. I'm talking about the wrong leg for you. On your inhale, flex your foot. On your exhale, point your toe. Usually in this, I'm like, oh, there might be 1 centimeter deeper that I can find in this pose. Inhale, flex your foot. Exhale, point your toes. See if you can find 1 more centimeter to get lower. That's it. Keep going back and forth. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. See if you can go low. One last time. All right. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point, and then we'll move out of this. Come through to downward facing dog. Move to left side triangle. Start in left side triangle with your foot parallel to the back of your mat. So this is disintegration. You're out of alignment with this foot parallel to the back of your mat. See how it feels. You know what? Let's go even for the exaggeration. Point your back toes towards the back of your mat. Yeah. All right. So see how that feels in your hip. Are you feeling integrated in your core here? Is your belly able to help you stabilize the pose? Probably not. Now, keeping your heel in the exact same place, turn your toes so that they're facing your face instead. Check out how moving the alignment of your back foot changes the alignment in your hip, changes your ability to engage your lowest belly, and therefore creates foundation in the pose, creates grounding, creates support. I used to pull my back all the time in triangle right here, and this back foot trick absolutely changed the whole pose for me. On your next inhale, rest to stand. We'll take side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Let's go for ninja lunges or a bind on this side. That's it. For my friends with their arms bound, bring a little bit of softness to your elbows. Little bend in your elbows. For my ninja lunges, on your extended leg, make sure that you're flexing your foot. It helps to add this little bit of extra spice to the stretch. All right, are we ready to move out? Yeah? All right, half split, left side, or if you somehow did the opposite side first, great. Front heel off the end of your mat. I mean it, scooch the whole way up here. Heel off the mat, and then see how far you can go in the split. Blocks are an awesome tool to use here. They're going to help you keep your balance so you don't feel like you're falling into the pose, and also keep your body weight right over the center of the pose. Inhale, flex your foot, drawing your big toe back towards your face. Exhale, point your toes. Inhale, flex your foot. See if you can come 1 inch lower into the pose. Exhale, point your toes. 2 more times. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Last one. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point your toes. Move out of the pose. Make your way to downward facing dog. From down dog, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, blow the air out. Hug your front ribs into center. Inhale. Exhale, blow the air out and slowly roll to your high plank. All those belly muscles helping you get here in your high plank. All right. Take your feet wide to the edges of your mats. We're going to go for some shoulder taps here. So inhale, right hand, left shoulder. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Keep moving back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower onto your mat. And we'll take locust pose. So hands out by your sides for locust, or super yogi with your hands out in front of you. The point is press down, lift up, inhale. All those same core muscles that you felt working with your shoulder taps, those should be working here. Pull your front ribs into center. Hug your lowest belly up, tilting the front of your pelvis towards your belly button. Come back down. Take a nice big breath in here. And exhale. Round 2, press down, lift up, locust pose. Here you go. Point your toes on this one. Look for length over height. So from your toes all the way to the crown of your head, how long can you get? Take a nice deep breath in and come down. That's it. You can tick-tock your knees right to left. We'll take floor bow round 1. Hands by your outer ankles. Feet flexed. Press your shins back. Lift up. Round 1, floor bow. Here you go. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Back down onto the mat. You can tuck your legs side to side if you'd like. Take second set, floor bow. Press down. Lift up. Inhale. Round 2. Here it is. I really mean this. Flex your feet. 3, 2, 1. Down onto the mat. Take upward facing dog. Big breath in for up dog. Press through the tops of your feet. Lift your thighs off the mat. Inhale. Camel. That's it. Knees down. Toes tuck underneath yourself. Hands at your back pockets. Shoulders together. Lift the center of your chest straight up towards the ceiling. Camel here is one of the warm-ups for bigger back bends. And the whole point of this camel today is going to be waking up the front side of your body. So hug your quads into center, the fronts of your thighs active here. Low belly lifts up and into self. Support your low back. Shoulders draw together on your spine. On your inhale, roll up. Take a downward facing dog. That's it. Let your spine get long. Let your chest drop down towards the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale. Look to your hands. Hop through to a seated position. Roll all the way onto your spine and we'll move into bridge pose. So again, we're still warming up in back bends. Bridge pose, press down, lift up, round 1. Bridge pose, if you notice, is just camel done a different direction on your mat. So let's put the same principles into place. Starting with your legs. Hug into center line. Quads are really active here, the front side of your thigh. Now engage your low belly. Take a nice deep breath in. Blow the air out. Hug that low belly in. And finally, shoulders. Get them tucked underneath of yourself so that you're really supporting your chest. Once you've got those 3 things, come down onto the mat. Knock your knees side to side. We're going to move into 3 back bends. You get to choose whether you're going to stick with bridge today or move up into wheel. Are you ready? Set. Go. Press, lift, move, inhale, bridge or wheel, round 1, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin and come back down. Inhale, exhale, press, lift, move, breathe in, round 2, bridge or wheel, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin back down. Last one. Here we go, yogis. Inhale, exhale, press, lift, move, breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin back down onto the mat. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take happy baby. Hands by the outer edges of your feet. Rock right to left. Stability. Let's do the core exercises. Bring both heels straight up to the ceiling. Bring your hands by your sides. Take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, lower your right leg, keeping your left one in the air. We're going to go for scissor legs. Breathe in, and on your exhale, switch. Exhale, switch, nice and slow. Exhale, switch. You've got 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Flex your feet, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, yogi bicycles. Fingertips behind your ears, shins parallel to the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, right elbow, left knee. Stay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right. And no, come back here. Right elbow, left knee. Oh, yeah. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Slow. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Just like that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Knees into your chest, rock head to toe 3 times. What do you think? One last stability pose. This is it. Ready? Set. Boat pose for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug knees into your chest and rock. Make your way through to downward facing dog. And from here, we'll move to frog. Yes, that's it. You're welcome to use a wall if you'd like in the studio. At home, if you have a wall empty next to you, that works as well. You're also welcome to do this pose prone, which means belly facing the mat. That's it. So in frog, you're looking for a 90-degree angle in your ankles, which I usually get wrong. 90 degrees at your knees, and then 90 degrees at your hips. If you're facing the floor, a block underneath of your chest, underneath of your head can be an awesome way to support this pose. Now, frog is a pose that's got a lot of feedback going on, right? Usually your body has a lot to say here, a lot of sensations to come up. And if there is one trick to this pose, it's breathing. My favorite thing to tell yogis in class, especially when I call frog, because it's not often, is to tell you guys about my level 1 experience. So I did a teacher training when I was 16 with my mom, which was lots of fun. Different story. But what she didn't tell me about this, by the way, I thought we were doing like a yoga vacation. Very wrong about that. Yoga 8 hours a day, more than that, 10 hours, all the yoga. For a woman who had done that program many times, she also failed to mention that there's a 30-minute frog on day 3. And let me tell you, this pose only gets better. Yeah, at minute 15, you're like, oh yeah, I found out all the stuff. I have this pose solved. And then when you realize there's another 15 minutes, You realize that there's a lot more to get out of this pose. But the real thing that you have to know about it, that you have to get to survive that, is this sense of surrender. Because suddenly when you don't fight the pose so hard, when you're not, halfway trying to hold yourself up instead of really giving in, it becomes easier. When you start to breathe instead of holding your breath, hoping to wait out the pose, my favorite tactic, when you start to breathe, suddenly it becomes easier. I'm not saying that this pose is ever easy, but you do find new ways that you can handle it, that you can meet the challenge, and actually get something valuable out of it at the end. Breathe. Now, I pinky swear promise not to hold you guys over class and make you do a 30-minute frog. So before you move, the directions for getting out of this pose are probably more important than getting into it. For my frogs on the floor, scooch forwards onto your forearms and then onto your belly. Yeah, go forwards to get out of it. For my frogs on the wall, use your hands on the outer edges of your thighs to help close them. Yeah, then when you're ready, you're going to move back onto your mat. See, I know, such a fun pose. Are you ready? Let's take seated forward fold. So bring both legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. And exhale, fold down towards your toes. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, let your head drop down. Inhale, roll all the way up to a seat, and roll all the way back onto your spine. We're going to get upside down in inversions. So headstands and handstands are optional. Shoulder stands, waterfalls, those are all in your toolbox to choose from this morning. Any pose where you're getting your hips up above your heart, that's what we're going for here. Flex your feet and press through your heels. Shoulder stands, make your way to plow. Plow, make your way to deaf yogis. For everyone, roll all the way back down onto your mat. Hug your knees up into your chest. Let your knees fall to the left side of your body. Eyes over your right shoulder for a supine twist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let your shoulders melt down. Switch sides. Hug your knees up into center. Let them rock to the right. Eyes over your left shoulder. Hug your knees into your chest one last time. Shavasana. Let your legs and arms go long with your eyes closed. Take a big breath in. Blow the air out. Bring some movement back to your fingers, back to your toes. Hug your knees up into your chest. Rock onto your right side, forehead on the mat. Make your way up into a seated position. On your inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll close class with one Om. Take a breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. It was great to see you this morning. I hope you have a great day.